These guys, man.
Hi.
Hey!
Welcome to a player's profile and projection episode here on Talkin Yanks, brought to you by SeatGeek. We're talking about your favorites: Cordero, Krook, Deivi, Webdog, Vasquez, and Brito. You clicked on this. You wanted it. Jake?
Wow.
Thoughts?
Wow, Jim, this is the big one. You know, not sure if we'll talk Matt Bowman, Ian Hamilton, non-roster invite, 6 innings clean. You're a Yankee fan if you're listening to this. So for that, we thank you. We salute you.
Yeah. Saluted.
We salute you. Jim, every year, the New York Yankees, they go out to the Bronx, New York, and compete against the best teams in baseball, and some years they come out on top. Jim, every year we see some pitchers get appearances with the Yankees. Here's some names from last year.
Okay.
Anthony Banda.
Mm-hmm.
Shane Green.
Glasses.
Yep.
Shane Green got hurt, right? Through like one inning, got hurt.
Luke Bard.
Yep.
Jacob Barnes.
Yep. Came over from the Sox.
David McKay.
$1 man.
Chichi Gonzalez.
Yep.
Manny Banuelos.
Got to start. Chichi got to start, right?
Sure did.
And he pitched well, right?
Manny Banuelos.
Well, he got a lot of run. They went to the Pirates, and Judge hit a bomb off him.
He helped the cause. That was nice.
Didn't Chichi pitch decently well in his start?
He did. 4.21 earned. Ryan Weber.
The Web Dog.
5 games.
Yeah.
10.2 innings.
Well, how many earned runs?
0.84
Yeah, he was good.
ERA.
I mean,
Lights
most
out.
of the times he came in, everyone was like, a handshake, let's just go home.
He was better for the pace of play in baseball games than the pitch clock.
Webby, you just entertain them. We ain't swinging.
J.P. Sears pitched 22 innings for the Yankees last year.
Yeah, he was good.
And he was nice.
He was good.
So every year, we get some sloppy Joe pitching.
Yeah.
And, sometimes out of that, beautiful things can appear, which, I'm on the Jhony Brito bandwagon, because why not?
Why not?
And I think the names we're focusing on this episode: Jimmy Cordero, Matt Krook, Deivi Garcia, Ryan Webdog, Randy Vasquez, and Jhony Brito.
Yep. And my guy, Jimmy Norwood.
You're on Jimmy Norwood.
Why wouldn't you be?
Although I will say I read something the other day that James Norwood has a chance.
Yeah, he's been good in spring.
6.1 shutty. What do you want? What do you want from me?
He's giving up a run.
Are we riding or dying? He is not.
MLB.com says.
Ian Hamilton, excuse me.
Yeah.
Jimmy Norwood's. I was going to say something mean.
Okay, don't say it. Seems easy.
Who do you like on this list?
What
was that?
The uniforms they wear. I mean, it's just a whole spoonful of indifference.
Yeah.
Matt Krook looks like a Litke relative.
Right.
So that's cool.
Let's buy some of that.
Are any of them lefties?
Matt Krook.
Okay, so he's going to be on the roster. And everyone has him on the roster. Like, hand up, I'm not the biggest Matt Krook knower. I haven't been seen a lot.
Your hand is up, and you are not the biggest Matt Krook knower.
Yes. But do you think Matt Krook is going to be on the team the entire year, pole to pole?
Well, right now he's actually off the roster resource.
Why?
After being on.
Who'd they change him out for?
They have Jimmy Cordero and Weissert on there.
What?
Sorry.
I just started becoming the biggest Matt Krook fan.
You were just about to stand Matt Krook.
I mean, do I even go look for his videos now?
I would look for a Matt Krook video.
His name doesn't pop up. Like when you do on the video search.
Right.
He's not in the system.
And I guess we throw DJ Snelton in the mix for this just because we are a DJ Snelton show.
Yeah. No, he'll come up at some point.
Tyler Danish?
rather eat him.
That's a tricky name, isn't it?
One of them's going to surprise us, right? And we're going to be like, ooh.
I think here's what we need to know.
Ooh. I found Matt Krook's videos.
Jhony Brito is 25.
Yeah, and he's a prospect.
He's
different than the rest of these guys.
Randy Vasquez is the same. Randy Vasquez is 24.
Is a starting pitching prospect, not a like Krook's a reliever, right?
I believe he was stretched out last year.
Ew.
He can do multiple innings.
Like Braveheart?
And just a reminder for those of us newspaper purchasers, Deivi is still 23 years old. And he has found some velo. So it's, my stock is low on Deivi. I never sold it.
You never sold it.
I lost a lot of value on it. But there is some Deivi resurgence conversation as he's actually had a nice spring. So we like that.
My random Matt Krook video was a hit. I didn't like that.
Jesus.
How does that happen? Let's trying to see.
Spin it again.
All right. This one's a ball
All right.
to Andrew Knapp.
Know the count.
Way high. Catcher didn't catch it. Here's a called strike. He's got some funk. He dips his hand. He's a tall dude, and his hand goes below his knee.
Oh, he reaches back a little bit?
Yeah,
Nice.
under his butt. Like Lincecum did. But Lincecum did it, he was short, so it was he's tall and doing it. Limbs everywhere.
Okay. All right.
Matt Krook. Okay, so that's Matt Krook.
Matt Krook and Jimmy Cordero are probably the two most rumored to be in the bullpen. Jimmy Cordero, I've talked about a little bit on recent Talkin Yanks. He's pitched in the major leagues. His baseball timeline's a little funky. He gets called up in 2018 with the Nationals. 2019, he has a really nice season with the Chicago White Sox.
Way to go.
36 innings, a 2.75 ERA. 2020, 30 games, bad ERA. The peripherals aren't as bad. And then I think he kind of got sucked into COVID hell, and he was hurt.
Jesus.
Injured,
They
COVID.
signed him last year as he was recovering from TJ.
Had a big year for AAA. He had a 2.09 ERA in 32 games in AAA last year. 50 strikeouts, 38.2 innings. Sinker slider guy, the Matt Blake specialty.
They do like that.
And he does have options for an older player.
There's some debate on the internet. Different websites that track it say different things.
Oh, wow. They've taken away his option on Fangraphs.
Yeah, Fangraphs seems to be the one that's changed.
Didn't this happen before and the Yankees put in a call and they get Albert Abreu last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, the Yankees will make that call.
They did that with Deivi this year, too, I think.
I mean, why not?
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
And it's not telling, it's asking. I'm watching James Norwood pitch.
Yeah. You're back to James with him.
Does his delivery look like Adam Warren's delivery, which is so deep and funky? He's taller, not the same body type.
Okay.
But this windup, I think this is Warren's windup, if I'm remembering correctly. Can you see?
I can see. It's similar.
Okay. Cool. Almost.
So you're on Norwood.
I wanted him to have a bit of a cooler windup.
Okay.
And stuff going on. But he looks nasty. He's got a nice changeup. Is he going to accept an assignment?
29-year-old non-roster invite, I would assume so.
Whoever's not going to accept an assignment makes the roster, in my opinion. That's how the
You
Yankees.
think that's how they're doing their decisions this year?
Well, if they're going to, hey, you think this guy's going to accept? Well, then why lose him for nothing? He's sticking around. Oh, but Norwood said he's not going to accept. Put him on the roster for 2 weeks.
But what if they all say we won't accept?
Well, they don't know. You think it's like a mutiny?
Could be.
Fuck.
Jhony Brito, 3 games, 7.2 innings, a 3.52 ERA. Deivi Garcia, like I mentioned, 9.1 innings, a 1.93 ERA.
Are you going to Deivi?
I think so.
Okay.
I think K does that.
Isn't it just Deivi?
I don't know. Everyone thought it was Deivi, and then I think people started with the Deivi.
Beebs? You Deivi or Davy?
I think I'm Deivi, but
I want to be Deivi. It's in the Navy.
Baseball Reference says Deivi.
Talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy.
Get it?
Probably will be for life.
Oh, Tyler Danish had a bad spring.
Keep bringing him up.
5 games, 3.1 innings, 14 earned runs. It's a 37.8 ERA.
Not good.
Not ideal.
Is anyone that's making these spots staying with the team? That's the question, because I genuinely think that usually the people that make the spot out of camp, it's more like a Pete Kozma situation where you're just going to cut him soon.
The end is near.
So it's like a guy without options that you're going to give him 2 weeks, then you're going to DFA him. Instead of the guy who, start in the minor leagues, will call you up, and then you're actually going to get more run for us.
Right.
That's how I usually feel they treat these spots.
Yeah,
especially with so many of the injuries returning.
Right.
Or anyone not on the if you're on the 40-man, you're making the team. So that's the roster crunch for me. You're not going to put someone new on the 40-man just to have to DFA him later when all our relievers get healthy.
Yeah, and I think that's where Jimmy Cordero is on the 40-man. And I believe Jhony Brito is also on the 40-man. So those are the two guys that have jumped out to me early on. Like right now, I think Brito is our 6th starter. So if one more thing happens, I think he would be thrust into action. And he's young, and hey, who knows?
I don't.
If a young guy clicks, that's the stuff you get excited for. Jimmy Cordero.
James.
He's got a little bit of less major league success, Lou Trevino, going on. That if it works and the sinker slider's working, the Yankees will be happy that they tapped into that, and they will want to keep him around, and they can navigate younger guys or injured guys around him. So those are the two that jump out to me. I love Deivi Garcia.
What about the web dog?
I think Deivi Garcia gets his full year of AAA, and it's a real fight or flight year for him. It either clicks or it doesn't. Web dog, I know I'm going to see the 41st man.
He's accepting an assignment.
He loves the assignment.
Actually, he's going to not accept an assignment, test the market,
come back. Yeah. Tail between his legs.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion,
this was the Yankee slot.
And why not Matt Krook?
He's fun.
You think Kaster would have some good calls for Matt Krook?
No, but Sterling would.
He steals some outs.
He'd run Krook with Hook.
Yeah. Matt Krook, because K likes ending the inning. Krook steals that one, yeah, something like that.
Hooked by Krook. Oh, Krook steals it.
Yeah,
that's a crooked book.
Ew, you've been pretty gross this whole episode.
Disgusting.
Where am I?
Where was I? I've decided that they do have similar